April of this year, the FBI finally released the journal writings.
So that's actually something I really wanted to talk about. I completely forgot about this because that's a timeline for me that I'm not even sure I understand, because from what I heard, like just reading news segments and stuff like that and trying to put this all together, that was something that I think, so the manifesto of the shooter was, I think they said that at first they weren't going to release it, or they said they were, and then now they weren't because they were worried about like copycat attacks or something like that. And then somebody leaked it, or part of it?
So there's a whole bunch around this. And again, these are writings of somebody for 10 years of their life. Like, honest to God, we look at it as a journal of just entries that they made when they got home every single day. Here's what I did today. I collected these Pokemon cards, and I let my dolls have sex with each other because this person was crazy. But what happened is we take these books, and we want to go through everything in this book and to see what it is. And it wasn't just books. It was laptops. It was phones. It's all this digital data. And that takes a while. Yeah. So we're on lockdown with it, and we're trying to go through it. But then you got the FBI that's like, hey, we need to look at this. We need this. We need this. And it's too many hands trying to get involved. Now, our folks, we go through it. They make their determination about it, and they say, hey, here's what we've learned from it. Here you go, FBI. Now, FBI's got it. They go through it. They make their determination. And they've got their behavioral health folks that they review it. They do everything. And the families were another factor. All the victims' families, and then what this individual wanted. This individual wanted their name out there. And that's another whole topic that I hate. Y'all won't ever hear me say this person's name. I don't care about this person. That person can rot in hell for the rest of their life. That's where they belong. But what they wanted was the world to know their name. And that's what was in those writings. Hey, this is why I'm doing this. I want everybody to know me. Say my name. Don't say the victims' names. And this isn't their story. This is the victim's story. But we have to go through it. FBI goes through it. There is stuff inside there that is beneficial to law enforcement. You know, like, hey, this individual researched these weapons. This individual learned how to wear their ammo in a certain spot to help them reload faster. Or, hey, it's quicker to reload it's quicker to transition than it is to reload. They did a lot of training. They did a whole bunch of stuff, and they wrote it down. That's the stuff that I understand that we need to push out. Hey, yes. This will help law enforcement in the future. But they don't need to see what some of that stuff was. Calling kids inappropriate things, and that's the stuff that got leaked. And, the FBI, I think they did a good job on it. Eventually, when they did release it back in April this year, we wrote a 15-page summary of it. And then the FBI redacted some things and sent it out. And I'm like, I think they did that in a respectful manner as best they could to, one, appease the families and then appease society.
So I think the big question was motive. That's what everybody was trying to figure out.
Yeah, and we were trying to figure it out. We can't just we don't want to say the wrong thing in a month just to appease people. Give us time. And I think they did. We found out that there was 3 things. They wanted their name to live forever. They wanted to kill as many people as they could. And they wanted it to all be about mental health at the end of the day. Their mental health, not ours. Yeah. Not what we went through, what they were going through mental health-wise down the road. Those were their 3 things. And again, you'll even read it on our summary where the lead detective talks about the simple fact of, like, do we want the world to see some of this stuff? Because that's what this person wants. Do we want to let them get their story out after death? It's tough. Yeah. It's that catch-22.
No, for sure. I just appreciate the insight, because that's something on the outside, like, we don't know.
Yeah. And that's what sucks. Like, a lot of folks, these conspiracy theorists, come out with their aluminum hats like crazy.
Oh, don't you know it didn't happen?
Yeah, exactly. The pyramids did it.
Oh, did it? Oh, yes. Yeah. Source, I saw it in a dream.
Yes. But no, they just came out the woodworks, and it's like, in all honesty, too, sometimes it's like, hey, just let us move on. That's the other part. Like, let the families bury their children before you come out of the woodworks. And we had a lot of that, but
humans can be very disgusting.
Yes.
You're like, what? And the trade-off with just touch base really quick on the manifesto and anything, because it is that hard one of what the fuck do we do with this, because you don't want to say the name. I agree completely with that, because I've talked with this in the past when, like, the school shootings were taking off more and more there, but you rewind to like the 90s when it was way worse and people didn't realize that. They were like the 2010 to 2020, no, this is the worst time, look how much it's happening. And then you look at the 80s and 90s and realize it was 2x happening at that time frame. It just wasn't
like the Columbine era.
Yeah, and it wasn't showcased though. It wasn't national news, and that's the thing that changed everything. It was, oh shit, actually, because the media is presenting it and then creating this boogeyman, but showing it way more, even though it's happening less. Now we're worrying. Now, though, on the flip side, they're going to do it more. It's like, oh, I can get my name out there if I do X, Y, or Z.
Well, most you people, just said it. Columbine.
Yeah.
Our individual idolized Columbine.
Oh, yeah.
Our individual wanted to be better than Columbine. They said, look, if I can do more than Columbine as just me and not two like Columbine, they'll talk about me in the books. They'll play my name all over CNN for the next 6 to 8 months. Don't even start about CNN. But
that's
most
news.
Most people don't even know the worst school shooting of all time was Bath, North Carolina. I believe it was North Carolina. But it was in the 1920s.
Oh yeah,
I know that.
Yeah, it was like lever actions and dynamite, I think.
Oh Lord.
It was
yes, and it was a lot worse. And then second was the Penn State, right? Asian dude.
The Virginia Tech.
Yeah,
Virginia Tech, and that was a pistol. Those are just pistols. That's what people like AR, blah, 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 blah.
Which one was the sniper tower? Where they were up on the clock?
That was a 60s, 70s Marine guy, right?
Yeah.
Right? Is that the one, the Marine guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that the one from the famous Metal Gear Solid line? The book Suppository Building?
that was Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket. No, this is Metal Gear Solid. I hope that wasn't a Metal Gear Solid.
I think you're referring to the JFK assassination.
School.
Well, that one, even like this tower one, like our individual researched that. It was like, here's everything.
University of Texas Tower, 1960s. So it was, I was like 60s, 70s. That's the one. Actually, in Austin is where that happened.
Oh, shit.
But a lot of those ones, they don't realize that 80s and 90s were the worst time for school shootings by like 2x. It was an actual crazy amount. I forget the individual's name. His last name was Fox. I do know that. But he did a statistical breakdown of, hey, here is...
Was it just like homicide at schools? Or
yeah, like school
mass
shootings. Mass school
shootings.
80s, 90s. You can look this up. I will die by this one. They were way worse during that time frame by a ton. So when we were peak 2016, 2018, I think is when it was really bad here in the United States. It was still almost 2 times lower than during the 80s and 90s. And that's what people didn't realize. So once that information got put out, they were like, well, Fox News is saying that. And then it was, no, the last dude's name is Fox. But you got to watch how just because his name, they were trying to downplay that information. Yep. It was a really good article. I
don't know.
I will actually link it just so it can be out there, but really good read.
I feel like it's like the airplane thing, like airplane crashes or shark attacks or whatever. Whenever you have like the media starts to realize something will get clicks, which therefore makes them money. Whenever the news is getting attention, they are getting money. So if they know that they can sell shark attacks, then they'll report more on shark attacks, and everybody thinks that shark attacks are happening more when they're really less. You know, same thing with airplane crashes that, you know, we just went through like a year ago where everybody thought, oh my God, every plane's falling out of the sky, and it's like statistically average. I like that with the school shooting issue, unfortunately, because like that is one where the media attention can actually influence it, which is a really dangerous road to go down.